Hello friends, how are you all? Trust all of you all are well. A couple of days back, my friend presented me with a beautiful dish. Well, this is called Gajar Gud or Gud Gajar. It is basically good with Gajar. And how they make it, even I don't know. The taste is fantastic. It has a taste of good, it has a taste of Gajar, and it has a sourish taste also. So it is basically sweet and sour. So it's very, very different from a normal good. So when I inquired, he said this dish is being made by a Velna here. So I said, okay, let's go and let's see what this dish is and how they make it. So friends, this is the Velna that makes this Gajar Gud. Now let me take you inside the Velna. Velna, the Punjabi Velna is powered by the farmer's multi-purpose diesel engine. He's cranking the diesel engine now, and see the Velna has started. And I'll just show you. This man is carrying the sugarcane to the furnace, and here it is. These people are separating the leaves and the dried bark of the sugarcane, and these are also used as fuel. They are not wasted, they are not thrown, they are used as fuel. And as I was telling you also that Punjabi Velna is basically a zero waste industry, because everything is utilized here. There is no waste in this industry at all. This sugarcane that you have seen is now being crushed here, and the juices being extracted. This is the step number 1. So this extraction is the first stage. The juice is being extracted here, and here this is the second skillet where the clarification process is taking place. The residue and the sediments, impurities are being separated, and this is the crushed plants. These are the crushed ladyfinger plants, boiled, and this water is used. It is added to the sugarcane juice, and it separates the sediments and impurities. There it is being separated, and you see that now this cloth, these are going to be tied here so that the juice will drip back, and the sediments and the waste are going to be sold to the cattle industry, to the farmers, as a feed for the cattle, that is cows and goats. There, this is the skillet number 1, and this is the skillet number 2 where the clarification process takes place. The skillet number 1 is basically the collection place where the juice is just collected. There, he's closing the tank now, because the juice has already flown in, and now the concentration of the juice is accomplished in the second skillet, and I'm standing near the third one where the juice is going to be concentrated. And so this is what the step is. The first one is to collect, the second one is for clarification, and the third one is for concentration. And this particular slab that you are seeing is a cold slab where the juice is thrown and molded, and here it is stored. After that is jaggery is made. So this is what the construction of the this industry is like. But wait, there is still one more component to this industry that I'll just show you. See, you saw him, he was adding the ladyfinger juice with that white little mug he had. He slowly takes that and adds it to the second skillet where the sediments and impurities are separated. Now let me show you the furnace. This is the furnace, friends, and look at this dried sugar cane, and look at this again, dried sugar cane, from which the sugarcane juice has been taken out, and this plus the leaves that they were separated earlier are used as a fuel. Look, he's feeding this fuel, feeding these dried sugarcane and leaves to the furnace. So friends, let's start. Now from the second skillet where the juice has been clarified is now being dropped into the third skillet where it is going to be concentrated. The juice is approximately 75 kgs or 75 liters and 21 kgs of grated carrot. So there we are. That is the grated carrot that is going to be added to this juice. And this is the carrot which has been grated and it is fresh. It is only washed and washed again for impurities, that is dust and so on. And there it has been added now, and the temperature of the skillet now will be slowly increased. There you are. Now it has been spread and evenly spread so that the carrot mixes with the juice. And this is very important because the sugarcane juice and the carrot juice must mix together. They must blend together and they must fuse together. And as I was telling you, it is very, very healthy. And this jaggery, that is good jaggery, that is good carrot good or jaggery good, is going to be loaded with vitamin A, which is very good for eyes, which comes from the carrot, and iron, which again comes from carrot and the gourd and the sugarcane, and it is going to be boiled. Now they are going to be boiled together so that the fusion takes place and the flavors crisscross, and the concentration of the juice also must take place. So the boiling takes on, and this total process will take on about at least an hour. So there we are, friends. The boiling, there you are. See the level, how much it has concentrated now. The original level was shown by that line above where the carrot was. And now as we boil it, the temperature is slowly increasing, and the temperature is more than 300 degrees. And slowly the water in the sugarcane and the jaggery will evaporate. Look at this, evaporation has started, and it is going to evaporate, and the juice is going to get concentrated and concentrated and concentrated. It will become thicker and thicker and thicker. And as I was telling you, this is extremely good because there is a lot of iron, so anybody having anemia can also have it. And because it is sugar, basically jaggery is sugar, and it is good for winters. And this sugar, because it has got molasses in it and it has got crystals in it, so therefore this particular gourd or jaggery is beneficial in another way, that is, it has a lot of vitamins and minerals and nutrients. Now stirring has to go on continuously, slowly. Intermittent stirring must be done because the carrot can settle down to the bottom of the skillet and get burnt, and if it gets burnt, the taste is going to go bad. And for all of you all friends who want to make this at home, I am going to give the recipe of how to make it at home in the description. So the stirring now goes on and on and on while the liquid concentrates and evaporation takes place. The liquid will become, the sugarcane juice will become thicker and thicker and thicker. Look, and along with that, the color will change. Look, it has already changed. It has become yellowish, brownish now. Slowly, because of the carrot, it is going to become reddish, and I'm going to show you that also. So evaporation continues, and the temperature is kept around 250 to 300 plus degrees. So this concentration goes on. Look how concentrated it is becoming. And the difference between sugar and jaggery, jaggery is more beneficial because of molasses and because of nutrients in it and vitamins in it, which when the molasses is separated, these are taken away, and sugar as a result does not have minerals and vitamins, but jaggery has. So jaggery is more beneficial to health. Look at that. Look at that level where you see the line of carrot is exactly where the juice was when we started, and now it has come down to such a low level. So this is much more beneficial. Jaggery of course is very much more beneficial and very, very good for health as compared to sugar. And the concentration continues. The heat is constant and ever increasing. Look how much the juice has reduced now. It has concentrated. And now again stirring must take place. Otherwise the carrot can settle to the bottom and get burnt and will give a bitter taste. The second skillet that you see, it is the fresh juice that is from where the impurities and sediments are going to be separated. So here we are. We continue with this, and the juice again will get concentrated. And look, stirring has again got to take place. So intermittently keep stirring and do not allow the carrot to settle to the bottom. And as I was telling you, this is very, very helpful. Anybody having digestive disorders, or if you feel too cold, jaggery is the right thing, because it can help you with anemia and it can help you with raising the body heat. It has a lot of vitamin C, so ensures absorption and raises the temperature of the body and gives instant energy. Fast forward I have done specially just to reduce the time and to reduce the video length, that is. So this fast forward is for about 30 minutes that I have cut it down to few minutes. So in the meantime, the second skillet is being prepared for the second batch. Now continue stirring, and slowly you will see that the level will go down even more and more and more. There you are. Look, the color has changed to reddish now. It is yellowish reddish, and that is the color which shows the presence of iron in it. It shows the presence of a lot of minerals and vitamins in it. Very beneficial. And now the level is almost done. The juice has thickened, and till the time we get the one string concentration, as we do with sugar syrup when we are for gulab jamun or anything that we are making. So till that time the one string concentration is achieved, we will keep on continuously stirring now, because the level is very, very low now. There's hardly any liquid in it, very, very little liquid, which is getting thicker and thicker and thicker by every minute. And this is a time when one does not have to be careless. Do not leave this solution alone, and it has to be continuously stirred. So once, there you are. The temperature is still the same as I said. Look, the temperature is still increasing. The vapor shows, and there it has been done. Our carrot good is almost done. Now we'll remove this and onto the slab for the next process, that is cooling. It is very important that it has to be cooled now. And there you are. Once the entire lot has been removed and the whole skillet has been emptied, this is what it is looking like. You only see jaggery, you hardly see the juice of the sugarcane. It is so thick now, it is so concentrated now, and our mix is almost ready. Only step that is left is we have to cool it down, and then we have to mold it, and then we will cut it. That is the only thing that is left now. And I will be showing you that also in detail. In the meantime, see, the second skillet is ready, and that juice is now being dropped into the third skillet, where again more carrot will be dropped and the next batch will be prepared. And now, to cool it down, this mix is going to be spread slowly on the slab so that it cools down faster. And there you are. It has to be done very slowly. Allow the cooling. So this process took about 15 minutes, which again I cut it short by using a fast thing. And there we are. Now let me just taste this and let me show you what it is like. This is what it looks like at present, and this is what is going to harden also. It is going to solidify. And the taste, I was really tempted to taste it. My God, it was so beautiful. It is sweet and it is sour. It is beautiful, unimaginable taste. So there we are. Now this mix has almost cooled down. Temperature has really dropped down. Now it is going to be collected, and there we are. The collection has started. It is going to be collected together, heaped together, so that the bottom side will also lose the temperature. So again, fast forward, because again it takes about 15-20 minutes. And once done, there we are. It is heaped again together and again rifted so that the air touches it and the cooling continues. And now it is going to be spread. Once it is spread, an even layer is formed. It should be of the same height. And now we are going to go for the garnish and the finishing of it. Now for that we are going to be using pumpkin seed and coconut powder. Why pumpkin seed and why coconut powder? Pumpkin seed, as you know, has a lot of calcium in it, has a lot of magnesium in it, has a lot of phosphorus in it. Therefore, it is very, very good for bones and joints. Therefore, that is being used as a garnish. And coconut, again, we all are aware. So, both of them put together is a wonderful blend of this beautiful dish, almost done scientifically, as good as medical advantages, medical benefits. Look at this. By the time it is going to be poured, imagine the medical benefits we get from this Gajar Gud. Good for bones, good for people who have anemia, very good to lower the temperature of the body, lot of energy in it, lot of vitamin C, lot of vitamin A, which is very good for eyes, lot of iron. It's a wonderful dish altogether, and a wonderful thing to finish the day off after dinner or even after lunch. Therefore, this is how beautiful this dish is. And once done, see, it is almost done. We are at the last part of the layering. This is coconut powder that is being sprinkled along with pumpkin seeds. So there we are. That's done. And now it is going to be pressed with the hand so that the temperature is still hot. Let me tell you, temperature is still very hot in this. And coconut and pumpkin seeds will stick to the entire gourd and will give a very good look. It'll be good to look at and of course medically beneficial. Now the last stage, we are going to cut this. He's using a wooden sort of a spade. Both of them are using that. And this water, there is water in this can, and this can is basically to cool the hands, because the Gajar Gud is very hot at present and it really burns your hands. So there you are, 1, 2 and 3, third mold, and he will put his hand in the water to cool. Okay, not yet. Fourth, very slowly. You'll see that he will, once the hand starts burning, he's going to put his hand. There you are. He's put his hand in the water to cool his hand, and the molding takes place. The molding is done with the hand, but we can of course use any other mold that we have at home or in the kitchens. Again, fast forward because it takes a long process. It takes a little time to do this, and this took about half an hour to do it. And while this process continues, and what does it taste like? Believe me, remarkable. It's really remarkable. And I'm going to taste this and I'm going to tell you exactly how it is. So friends, this is something like the carrot jam at present, or carrot murabba at present. But as it cools down, this is going to become better and better and better. So friends, if you like the recipe and trust that you're going to try this at home, it's easy to make and it's wonderful finish and definitely good after dinner. So instead of having plain jaggery or plain good, try this and see the difference. Organically made, fruity taste, beautiful. Something like another version of Punjab's famous Gajar ka halwa. And till the time we meet again with another recipe, is thanks and bye from Chef Raj. Have a nice time. Cook healthy, eat healthy, and live healthy.